Sup guys, it's Lainey, and welcome to Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is our top 5 favorite overall character arcs. Without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is a recent read for me, and that is Cole from the Everneath trilogy by Brody Ashton. I have read all 3 now. The wound is still very deep from the 3rd book, so it's gonna be really hard for me to talk about this book. In the 1st book, he's a bad boy, kind of immortal, but overall his character develops so much between the 1st book and the very last book, and I really liked seeing his character arc and like his thoughts change from what he used to know to kind of becoming more human, even though he isn't. So I really like seeing that, and that's all I'm gonna say because I'm still trying to reel from the 3rd book. Coming in at number 4 is Nagi from The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. It is a duology. The 2nd book is The Pirate's Wish, and I really think these 2 books are important to be put together because Nagi is the assassin who was sent after Nana to kill her. I really loved Naji's character because he progresses so much from the 1st book, from being so solitary and independent and not really having any kind of relationship with any other person. Seeing that explored more in the 2nd book was such a treat to watch because you see him going through these emotions and these feelings that he's never felt before, and he doesn't know how to take those feelings, and he doesn't feel like he should have these praises that Nana gives him. And Nagi has to be one of my favorite male assassins, I think. He's up there. I just love him because he has magic in him, and I really loved that aspect of this series as a whole. Now I'm just thinking about this series and how much I wished it was more than just 2 books. Next up we have Leah from The Kiss of Deception, and this is one of my favorite books. It was my 2nd favorite book I read of 2014. I feel very deeply for this series and this book as a whole. Leah's the princess. What I really loved about her character was that you see the beginnings of such a great character in the very beginning. Like, you know she has it in her, but you just don't see her being able to show it. Not until after the big reveal in the 2nd half of the book, Leah really shines. She is a spectacular heroine, and I loved how sassy she was. She was still able to retain her classiness, but she still got to the point in everything she was striving towards, and I loved that about her. She was a great character, and I know in the 2nd book she's gonna be phenomenal. Coming in at number 2 is Alyssa from The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. I read this book over the summer? Yes, and I really liked it. I have the other books, and I'm going to be reading them very soon because this is Kayla from Book Noodle's favorite series. It keeps reminding me how much I need to read Crown of Embers, and it's coming. Alyssa is a great heroine because she doesn't believe in herself, and she's very unconventional. She is a plus-size heroine, which it was really awesome to read about because I feel like a lot of heroines are 5'2" and barely 90 pounds. And to me, reading kind of heroines that are always short and very skinny is very disheartening. I'm not 90 pounds and I'm not 5'2". I really liked reading about someone who is definitely more relatable, and I think Alyssa has been the most relatable heroine for me. A lot of her struggles I have felt growing up and in my high school years and even in college. I felt for her body image struggles, and it was very relatable, and I loved it. What I loved most about it was that she overcame a lot of that. Not entirely. She still has her insecurities, which makes her a great heroine to have those insecurities. But you really see her character progressing from someone who's never been outside of a palace before, and she starts fighting for what she believes in. Not that it's important, but she loses weight and she sees kind of how good she feels that she does that. She's a really good role model, and I think a lot more people should read this series because it just can connect, I think, with a lot of young girls or young boys who are struggling with insecurities of their own. One is a book on my Kindle, so I do not have it, and that is Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy series. The reason why I chose Rose was because I'm currently on the 5th book, and I was thinking about character arcs. I was writing down all the characters that I think should have been included in my list, my long list, and I realized that Rose was the only character on there that I've read more than 2 books of. Yes, I've read Cole through 3 books, and I've read Nagi through the 2 books, and Leah and Alyssa have only been 1 book so far. Rose I've read now for 5 books, and I've been in her head for 5 books, and I think that her character development has been incredible to read for those 5 books. Just from the 1st book to the 2nd book has been crazy, and then even like when I'm reading the 5th book right now, some of her decisions and stuff, I'm like, girl, that would not have been your decision in the 1st book. You would have gone off on this whole other, would have gotten in trouble. To see like what decisions she would have made to what decisions she's making now, like she's a great character. Her character development is great. I cannot wait to finish the 5th book and read the 6th book, because I can close that chapter on that character. Yes, there's other characters in the Vampire Academy world, but it really is Rose's story. So that is it for my top 5 character arcs. What are some of yours? I would love to know, and hope you guys all have a really great Wednesday, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!